What it do, folks? It's your boy Rico the Plug, the RapHustle.com. Who Got Hustle? Right here with my homegirl, Winter Ray, lit culture, hip hop star. Winter Ray, let them know where you from.
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, the 205, West Side, Gaston, all of North Alabama, pretty much.
Okay. Let them know what it is that you do. I know what you do. Let them know what it is you do.
I'm a singer-songwriter of 10 plus years. I've just been recording a lot in the last 5. So I've got a catalog of about 500 songs.
She's been well, she's the next pop star, you dig what I'm saying? Winter Ray, you dig? She's got a lot of followers online, TikTok, she's going all the way up on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? How long have you been doing music?
What do you consider doing music? Because
basically
everyone has a
recording as a recording artist, like put it out there to the public.
5 years professionally.
5 years professionally, which I'm pretty sure you started at home in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Miley Cyrus.
definitely. I was on that a long time ago. I started singing when I was like 2, 3, and then I wrote my first song when I was 7.
First song you were 7. Do you remember what it was about?
It was called Wild Horses, and it was about, just being free and never letting someone chain me down to something I didn't want to be a part of.
You remember some of the lyrics?
Absolutely not.
Okay, because I want to hear that.
I wish I did.
Isn't there a popular song called Wild Horses out right now, though?
Probably is. I haven't heard one in a while.
Yeah. I think I've heard one. That's dope. So at 7 years old?
7.
Okay, and the first time you went in the studio and recorded the song professionally was?
The first time I went in a studio would be when I first moved to Atlanta in January 2017. But I was recording myself at 15 at my own house.
Okay.
I just watched a lot of YouTube videos and kind of figured it out.
So what was the first name of the song that you put out?
One More, and it actually got 32,000 plays.
Word?
Yeah, when I was 16.
Oh, that's word.
That was really fun. Yeah.
Did you put a push to it, or that was 32,000 without even pushing it?
Being frank and transparent, I was locked up, so I didn't have a chance to do
So it pushed itself.
anything. Yeah, and when I got out, it went woo.
Locked up.
So I was like,
Locked up? She don't look like the type that gets locked up.
I know I don't look like it. But
Everybody has their ups and downs, you know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So you say
and
you
I was 16.
16?
So, yeah.
Well, okay, so you recorded it at 16 and then
15, I started recording myself.
Mhm.
16, 17, I mean, I was locked up a lot, so I didn't really have the chance to do something like that. I wrote a lot while I was in there. And from 18, I went to college for music business, and I was planning on, getting my degree to show people like I know what I'm doing, But somewhere in between, God told me it was time to go chase it,
chase it.
physically
So
instead
who were your influences? Like, what made you want to start doing music professionally?
I remember when I was like 5, my mom would always play like MTV in the mornings before I go to school, and I would always see Britney Spears and Amy Winehouse and Beyonce and Pink. I was like, I want to be just like that, and so ever since I've always had the same dream.
That kind of embodies your style too. All the people you just said.
Christina Aguilera too.
Okay, Christina, you
I love her.
That's what's up. So, you consider yourself a pop star or like what? Because I know you be rapping sometimes. You be doing all types of stuff.
I consider myself an artist because I just make art. I don't really try to box myself into what I can and can't do. As far as what I release, as far as recently, I am more focused on the pop lane just because I feel like that's a very open area for someone like me. Because there's not a lot of mixed women doing that style of music.
Right.
And so, because I love that style of music, I grew up listening to Paramore and stuff like that. So I was like, this lane is wide open. Somebody needs to step in. I'll just, don't mind if I do. That's how I was feeling too.
I remember one of your songs that caught my attention was Incomplete Love. Like, a lot of your music goes towards like the women and what they go through in relationships.
Yeah.
Like, what was Incomplete Love about for the people who don't know? Like,
Incomplete Love was written, that was one of my first songs I ever co-wrote with someone else. Me and Space were working a lot as far as he taught me a lot about vocal production and things like that when we were working at TRG. And we put that song together. Incomplete Love is just about the different mistakes that we as people make, not necessarily just women, but everyone makes in relationships. Like, you thought it was this, but it was that. And every time you try to fall in love, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be incomplete. It's part of it, you know?
Right.
So it's about the struggle of trying to find the right person.
And speaking of the struggle and trying to find the right person or the right lane, Rap Hustle ATL likes to, you know what I'm saying, give people like yourself your flowers right now, because we see that you really a hustler. You've been going through the grind for a long time. What are some of your experiences as an independent coming up in this game, like in Atlanta, in your lane, like doing pop?
So my experiences, can you
Good or
elaborate?
bad, good experiences, bad experiences?
I mean,
like,
chasing your dreams is always going to be a good experience, whether it goes wrong or not. I don't see rejection as it going wrong. You know, I take a no as closer to the yes. So I don't really, get too caught up in that aspect of it, but there are always going to be troubles and tribulations that obstacles you're going to have to get through in any pursuit that you take in life. If you want to be a doctor, you're going to run into problems. If you want to be a construction worker, you're going to run into problems. It doesn't matter, but it's up to you if you get over them or if you let them break you. Now, there's only a few of us in each category that make it all the way through that feeling, but it's ultimately worth it. So if you just make yourself go, be determined enough, you'll be one of them.
Yeah,
it's about hard work, nothing else.
Nothing else but hard work pays off, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So right now, what are you working on?
Right now, I just dropped an album that people were waiting on for a year and a half. So I'm reaping the benefits of that right now. Working on visuals for that entire album that are going to be dropped here soon. I'm actually about to drop a song with one of my favorite artists, Kaz on the mic. It's called Deliciosa, and it is a crossover record for me and him, because he's a Latin artist, he's Colombian, and of course I'm American, but I make more hip-hop-y music, so it's like a great collaborative thing. Like, I really think it's going to open doors for us in other countries, so yeah, y'all be looking out for that.
International market is where it's at too now, you know what I'm saying? Because
that's what we're aiming for.
People across seas appreciate you more than the people in your own area, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, strangers definitely support you more.
Right, you say you're from Alabama.
Yeah.
And now you're in Atlanta. How long you been in Atlanta?
5 years.
5 years? Okay. So I know the grind is different, right? You've been doing this music in Alabama too, trying to get in.
I was trying, but it's like when I was there, and I can't speak for now because things have changed very much, but when I was there, the music scene was nowhere to be found. There was a studio every 40, 50 miles. Like, here there's a studio on every block, so it's different as far as like the convenience of it. But people there are not very supportive of things that are outside the box either. Anything unorthodox kind of gets shot down because it's like unrealistic to them. And so I wasn't getting the support I felt like I deserved, and that's why I ultimately came here, because I knew if I came here and I made myself better, I could have a chance. You know.
Speaking of here, I know it's a lot of showcases. Most of them are geared towards rapping, and you find yourself on the stage with the rappers and stuff. Do you feel like you get a better response from those crowds than the rappers that come?
So it's crazy. I didn't feel like I was at first, but I feel like as my music has improved, now every time I do something like that, step out of my genre or comfort zone as far as crowd, they love it because it sets me apart from everyone else.
And that's what I like. Like when I go to showcases, I'll be listening to the dudes rapping, and everybody sound the same. And then when somebody gets on that mic that sounds different,
that's
now
when you
got
remember.
my attention. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good lane for you to do. So 2022, what's the plan?
2022, I'm dropping a record and a video every month. The entire year. And now that I have new management, shout out to 31 Empire, we are getting that together very quickly. So, I'm just really blessed. I'm happy to be able to put this content out for you guys. I have 450 songs that you've never heard, and I can't wait to share them with the public because it's been a long, hard road.
Is your goal to be a signed artist or to remain independent and a strong woman?
You know, I love this question because it always surprises people. I was mainly geared toward the independent aspect because I like the idea of having creative control over my image and my music and everything in between. But now that I've got to a point where I've learned about the record labels and about the industry and the ins and outs and the loopholes and things like that, I am willing to sign to major because I know I can negotiate it in the way I'd like it to be. A lot of artists have no knowledge on the contract. They just sign their life away without having the correct representation go over it and, you know, explain things in layman's terms. So when you have a good lawyer and good people around you, you're not going to make bad decisions.
Let's say that again. When you have good lawyer and good people around you, you're not going to make bad decisions. So it's all right to go major as long as you know exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Never say yes to something you're not willing to do. Before you get involved in music, you need to set your boundaries for what is okay and what is not, because people will come with money and other things and say, we'll give you this if you do this. And you have to be able to already know, I'm sorry, that's not in my job description, sir.
All right.
And it's not easy for people who haven't set those standards for themselves. You have to have that already understood.
Right, see, like a lot of rappers, they just will be so eager to sign and say they got signed that they don't pay attention. They just look at the money that's in front of them or whoever's in front of them trying to sign them, you know what I'm saying? I know you've been in the game long enough and you've been doing your research, but you're not going to take a bad deal.
Yeah, my most inspirational songwriters, like, I'm not going to say any names, but I love his work and everything that he does, but there were just certain things that I wasn't comfortable with, and I'm not willing to sell my soul for anything.
I'm not say that part again. So, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, I'm going to get married, and I'm going to have some more kids, because I'm going to be very wealthy and rich in spirit, very successful. I think we'll probably have done at least one world tour by then. Internationally selling pop artists, top charts, top 5, you know, the good Nicki Minaj deal.
I got one of your videos queued up. It's Selling Dreams. What is Selling Dreams about? It's self-explanatory, but what made you come up with this concept here?
Oh my God. So, guys always want to act like this is that and this is that, but in reality, you get to know them, you come around and you're selling me a dream. You said you were this and that, but you're really not even close to it. So you think I'm gonna buy that?
So you're shooting me with your cap gun, huh?
Yeah, big cap.
Don't shoot me with the cap gun.
It's big cap.
Hey, let them folks know where they can find you at, then throw to your video.
My name is Winter Rae, R-A-E, and you can find me all platforms, all social media. I am Winter Rae, W-I-N-T-E-R-R-A-E.
And the name of the video that's for the show up is Selling Dreams by Winter Rae. Man, y'all make sure y'all follow Winter Rae. Follow her career. I guarantee you she's the next best pop star. We call her lit culture hip hop star.